Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back here to Ghantoot Racing and Polo Club for our second day of play in His Highness, the President of the UAE Polo Cup 2021. Our first match here this afternoon is on the number 1 field, the Sultan bin Zayed field, here at Ghantoot in Abu Dhabi, between Abu Dhabi and Ghantoot, the two of the home teams here playing in this tournament. We have a wonderful temperature, 26 degrees, 10% chance of rain, but I'd be very surprised if we had any of that. It's been an incredibly dry winter here in the UAE. We had our first matches the other day in this tournament. We unfortunately decided to put them a little bit later, starting at 4 o'clock and 6 o'clock the games, rather than 2 o'clock and 4 o'clock as we did the other day when it was blisteringly warm. And there we have our lineup for the Abu Dhabi team. Playing at number 1 it is Faisal Yebouni. At 2, Bautista Bugheri. At 3, the one and only Alfredo Capella Barabucci. And at the back door, Gonzalo del Toro. And for the Ghantoot Polo team at number 1, the familiar face of Nasser Al-Shamsi. Playing at number 1. At 2, Cesar Crespo with his new hairstyle. Number 3, Pablo Llorente. And at the back door, Marcos Kakuraja. The other day, the results of the first 2 games, it was Ghantoot versus Yas International Holding. Ghantoot coming out the winners, 9-6. And the second match between Habtoor and Abu Dhabi. Habtoor starting off a little bit slowly, a bit sedate there. Managing to come back when it all counted, with a final score being 9-8 to Habtoor. So it's all to play for out here this afternoon. Abu Dhabi will certainly be looking for a win. And Ghantoot will definitely be looking to try and get 2 wins on the board, back to back. So we've got some good shots there at the moment of a few of the players just warming up. And of course, I'd just like to remind everybody here, although we seem to have the COVID issues much more under control than they appear to do so in other parts of the world, which is unfortunate and rather desperate for Europe and certain parts of South America. We must remember to retain our distances and wear our masks and sanitize regularly. We'd like to thank all our media and sponsors for supporting Ghantoot for His Highness the President of the UAE Cup Polo event, which of course under the patronage of His Highness Sheikh Falah bin Zayed Al Nahyan, the Abu Dhabi Sports Council, the governing partner here, Emirates Polo Association, Yas Holding International, Yas International Properties LLC, sponsoring one of the teams here, which is great to see their support. The Abu Dhabi Media, Al-Ittihad newspaper, and Yas TV, that's Abu Dhabi Sports Channel, predominantly of the equine variety. Capex.com, the trusted platform for trading in global markets. Porsche in Abu Dhabi and Al Ain, Bulgaria, and for all your equestrian requisites, Tack and Track. So it'll be interesting to see what they've got. They've got a little bit of a stiff breeze on here this afternoon, which is what has fortunately just dropped the temperature about 10 degrees on what it was the other day. Plus, we're also a couple of hours later starting off here. We have the fortune at Ghantoot here to have floodlights, so we might as well take advantage of this opportunity and play in the cooler parts of the day, because it certainly was taking its toll a little bit on the horses the other day, I think. And some of the actual players were feeling the squeeze too. Just like those who have tuned in, thank you very much indeed for tuning in. And we'd love to hear from you. We're going to see if we can get some messages read out. Shout out which club you're at, where you are in the world. Through the usual channels of Twitter, Facebook, and, of course, on Instagram with Polo Line. Our umpires, as you see out there on the field, are Peter Wright and Daniel Badu, with the third man being Santiago Tarregator, the director of Polo here in the UAE. So I'm sure he would have been very happy to have seen Ireland winning the rugby. And he's already been rubbing it in, but hey, Santi, being a very Irish contingent, manages to get himself a passport somehow. So there we have a good screenshot there of Pablo Llorente. I'm sure they'll be certainly looking to go gun-ho out here to try and get the 2 wins on the board. This is a little mare that he comes out on more than one occasion. Cracking little chestnut mare. So it looks like we've just about got a full complement of players out there on the field. The umpire's looking to get this underway because we are running just about on time. A great aerial view from the drone, giving some amazing perspective of where we are at Ghantoot, just nestling over the border into Abu Dhabi, bordering on the border of Abu Dhabi and Dubai. "300 hectares is the estate here, with a breeding program of polo ponies. Some fine ponies have been bred here using their own stallions. And of course, we also have an Arab breeding organization based on site too. So it looks like the 2 teams are doing the formalities. You have Daniel Badu going over to the far side of the field. Not quite sure where Peter Wright's just scurried off to. I think he's up in the Abu Dhabi camp, looking for his umpire pony. And so then we can get this first of our 2 matches here underway. A great shot there of the clubhouse here at Ghantoot Racing and Polo Club. And now a quick little view down the bottom there into the Ghantoot camp in Benjamin Haraja, Kaku's father. And also Mano Tocolino, I believe it is. Yep. And Mr. Hisham just coming to join them. But now back onto the field. Farashibuni and Mugheri together. So looks like Peter Wright's managed to get himself mounted back up again, back onto the field it is. Just saying his pleasantries to the players. Crespa and Nasser Al-Shamsi. Always got a smile and a laugh. But don't be fooled by this when the ball goes into play. There's a scoreboard. You can have a good lineup of the players there. Magnificent setup here at Ghantoot Racing and Polo Club. With 2 presidents of the UAE, the founder, of course, Sheikh Zayed, and Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed on the right-hand side of the scoreboard. Good shot there of Bauti Mugheri as he comes back towards the middle of the field and hopefully get this underway again. Pete's just doing a little bit of reorganisation of his tack there, just as well he can still remember. And Daniel Badu just whistling them up here, saying, come along guys, we're here to play polo, not having cups of tea, so let's get a move on, please. So I'll just decide on which way they're going to be going, and they'll get this one underway. 0-0 is the score. Abu Dhabi versus Ghantoot. So it looks like they'll probably get underway now. There was an advertising signboard that looks like it has actually got blown down. As I just said earlier, there is a little bit of a stiff breeze here, and Daniel Badu gets them in together with Abu Dhabi heading towards our left, which is towards Dubai, and the ball's into play with first onto this one, trying to get onto that one was Del Toro, but he gets it taken away from here now by Gerente. Gerente coming up through the players. We've got Kaku in behind. Kaku comes to pick it up with Crespo in behind him. Crespo goes up this time, sends ball up, but it's only as far as Capella. Capella looks for a little bit of something out of that one there, but nothing to be given. But fortunately, he managed to carry on and continue to play the play, because it doesn't look like the umpire was going to give him anything on that one anyway. And it's Nasser Shamsi turns back inside and tries to take the play and does so off the big man. But he's been helped out there, have Abu Dhabi, but it is Nasser Shamsi again. He just gets ricochets off the pony, but Kaku's quickly onto this one here. It's Kaku Araja. Araja flicks this one in towards the goal, but it looks like it's going to go across the face of goal, and Crespo can't get out onto that play as he's just held off it by Faris Yabuni. Faris Yabuni been very strong this season, indeed. Been working well off the man and also taking great progress down the field when he's on the ball as well. So the ball will be brought back into play here now by Gonzalo Del Toro. Del Toro taps it the once up to Marco Crespo, then he pushes it out wide to get that up there for Capella. Checking up on the boards is Capella there with Polo. He managed to steal that one away, flicks it back inside, gets partially blocked in his way to get to it. So it's Capella back onto it here now. Capella, his backhand only going as far as Del Toro, but he couldn't quite pick that one up clearly. But struggling and hassling for it now, it is the backhand by Bulgari. It's only as far as Capella, who drills this one further up the field here. This time couldn't get onto it because Del Toro, and it's now going to be Crespo. Crespo onto the play. Crespo trying to get in between the players here now. Nasser Shamsi coming in to keep Del Toro away off it so he can get a little bit further forward. Goes for the driving shot. Couldn't quite pick the bouncing ball up, but it's now helped out there by Nasser Shamsi. Unfortunately, deceptively leaves that one behind, and it's who's going to be first round onto it in the first round. Round onto this one once again is going to be Polo Gerente. Gerente comes in, makes a turning play to the right and says thank you very much indeed as he attracts the attention of the umpire's whistle. As Bulgari comes onto it, you just see on this replay here now, for those watching on Polo Line, you see he's coming forward onto it, just turns directly in front of Bulgari. And nothing else for the umpire to do but to say, no U-turns in the middle of the Sheikh Zayed Road today, or the Sheikh bin Mohammed Road. So this will get set down for a penalty. But only from the halfway line is where the umpires are giving it. They were hoping to get that one further up the field as he thought he was the last man through. But it's from the halfway. For penalty 5B. The wind isn't coming directly across the field. It's coming, up and down the field. It's coming slightly across. So if Capella's looking for the big one, he might just have to take the wind into consideration as he circles round here now. Penny just checking. Goes shot, gets a lot of elevation on that, drives, just hangs slightly in there before it comes down. A plethora of purple shirts out the front there, but it looks like that one has drifted off out towards the right. And the wind is coming from left to right. So the ball will be placed down here now on the back line. For Kaku and Ghantoot to bring back into play. Capella comes up to him here, looking to force him to make the play. opts to take the play rather than take on Capella at this point of the game. Takes on, trying to get that one there with Pablo, but he gets it stolen off him on this occasion. And it is going to be Ughelli coming in, but it's going to be Kaku comes back onto it. Kaku gets hooked off out of it. Crespo flicks that one in towards the middle of the field under the neck, leaving Kaku on the near side. Kaku picks this one up on the near side. Try to increase the angle on that one. There was Del Toro, but of course the umpire's whistle was silent on it, and it is Araja. Turns up the field, trying to get hold of that one there, but he's just getting a little bit blocked and pushed backwards there by Del Toro. Has to yield off it, gets told to play, gets told to get out of the way there. Come right behind his pony's tail there. It is the long reach of Capella. Just comes off a pony there, cruelly for him, but it is going to be Del Toro back onto this one. Nasser looking for something here, but Del Toro back onto the play once again. Del Toro looking to come inside, but this time leaves it for Capella. Capella goes for the driving shot, drilling that one forward. Nasser Shamsi tries to cut that one out, just couldn't quite do so. Kaku comes onto this one cleanly here now, meets that ball well, read it well, did Kaku Raja. Del Toro looking to come up onto him on that one there, picks it up on the near side, couldn't quite get that stick side play. Looking for something, in comes Nasser Shamsi to spoil it, but it's going to be Bagheri. He gets called off it there by Del Toro once more. Del Toro and Kaku up onto the play, goes onto that near side, and is inevitable that we're going to get the whistle on that one there. Kaku just shaking his hand and his fist at one of the players there, not too happy. But that was because of a preceding play. There it is, you see Kaku coming together here now. Will Del Toro's got himself too much in front, too much across, and umpires were given no option but to actually blow the whistle, march this one forward for a short penalty. A penalty 3, a 40-yard penalty in favour of Abu Dhabi. The score, of course, is 0-0. There's a couple of players quickly changing ponies, with the time being 3:48 on the clock. So we'll just take a little bit of a break here, and as I said, if there's anybody out there who wants to send some messages in, you know the new normal routes. We have a 40-yard penalty here being teed up. Please get in contact, and I'll try and give you a shout out there on Polo Line via Twitter, Instagram, and of course on Facebook. So Del Toro circling around up onto this one here now. Comes in, drives, come across, try and stop that one there, but it's clean over the top and out over the trees. It is there for the first one on the board for Abu Dhabi. 1 goal it is to Abu Dhabi. Ghantoot still looking to open their account. But we've still got 4.5 chukkers left to play here in this 5-chukker 18-goal match as the two teams line up on Daniel Badu once again. Badu balls that ball into play. Out the front of the line, out it comes with Del Toro once more. It's on fire, but he gets caught out on that one there. Crespo looks to try and come onto it over the top of it. Yields and leaves that one for Kaku. Kaku Raja looking to set up the play here now. Gets his troops going up forward. Drives that one up forward, up the front door. Looking to try and pick up the bouncing balls, but he couldn't quite do so. And it is going to be a nice tail backhand there by Yabuni. Picked up on this occasion by Del Toro. Del Toro takes it round the corner, then opens up the near side backhand. Feeding it up here this time for Capella, but trying to sneak in onto that one there was Llorente. And we can see on the replay here, as Del Toro took it round, you see the angle coming up through there. Maybe slightly manipulated there by Capella. A sneaky little chap, that Alfredo Capella, you know. There might be a couple of words about that too, but it's all done and dusted, and the ball's being moved up here now. Can't exactly see the correct line from the replay, but I'm sure the umpires were probably dead on it. And of course, they're always right. Like a marriage, really. So Del Toro from the 60-yard line, a penalty 4. Goes driving shot, didn't get hold of that one to get up over the top of it, but Crespo gets a tickle of that one to stop it, and out wide. To the left-hand side it goes. So I think you'll get another bite of the cherry there. Or is the ball being placed down behind? No, it looks like Kaku Raja is going to get a little bit to bring this one back in. Kaku comes up with the play here now, drives that one forward. Comes off the pony, managed to regain possession once more, decides to come the other way, just get it away from the big man there himself in the form of Capella, setting it up here for Llorente and Del Toro. Flicks it forward, looking for something, sends it down the board to try and get this one up here now. Couldn't reach that one, strangely enough, could Alfredo Capella. It's going to be Cackle. Cackle bringing it forward. Cackle got that mallet on the end of it, on the end of his mallet, gets half hooked off out of it, comes back onto it once more. He's got Baghetti and the big man himself of Capella coming up onto it on that occasion there. He's still managed to come through, got his teammates well looking after him there, giving a bit of space, but he's over the top of it this time. Coming forward there is going to be Nassar Shamsi. The backhand comes in by Capella, putting it out wide, trying to come onto it there is Crespo. And I think he just finds himself a little bit adjacent to the line, which will just have a little quick review here now on Polo line and see where we're at. The ball comes out. Yeah, quite clearly Del Toro just came in with a little bit of venom on that one there. He might get a little bit of a chat at the time from the umpire, so it's clearly done. I see him waving his hand going, oh, sorry, and I think we're actually only going to... Are we going to get a penalty or are we going to get a throw-in? Let's see now. The penalty ball's been dropped down, so we will have a penalty here now. And players called for Capella. And Abu Dhabi to bring it back into play. Alfredo taps it the once. Crespo comes up. Drills that one up the field here. It's going to come to halfway line. Coming onto it, it's going to be Nassar. Nassar comes in with that nit-type backhand. Helps along further on its way there by Araja. It is going to be Crespo. Try and get hold of that one there, but he can't. It just comes off the pony of Capella, and Capella drills that one back up forward once again. But out there in the back door position is going to be Nassar. Nassar just checks the pony. Nice solid backhand, a little bit straight, but it's okay. Kako can come in and pick that one up, looking for something out of this one. Here's Capella opening it up once more with that backhand and trying to get up on the move and get up past his man. It was Llorente, but he just sort of got half stopped by Baghetti. Baghetti's a little bit of a backhand picked up now by Nassar Shamsi. Good interception by Shamsi. Shamsi coming forward up onto it here now. Near side play by Baghetti. Back out to the boards for Crespo and Capella. And we get a whistle on the play. So we can see on the replay here coming up onto it. He just got crossed in front. Comes with the backhand. So let's see what the umpires are going to give onto this one here now. Just having a quick little discussion. I think we might be moving for a penalty for. Ball's been moved up here now for a penalty for a 60-yard penalty in favour of Ghantoot, being teed up by Kakuraja. And we saw in that first long penalty, but it was from the halfway line, though always in the reach of Capella. Has to take this wind into consideration. It's great to get it over the top and clean out of the way, but at the moment, with this bit of a breeze, if you judge it right, it won't drift it. But if you start to get a little bit of a gust, because it is slightly gusty, not consistent, it'll just push him out to the right-hand side. So let's see what Kakuraja can do on this one here now. Araja comes in, drives it. It's not too high, but it's as straight as a die, and it's out of the reach of Capella as he swipes at that one out to try and swipe it out of the air. And through the goals it is, levelling it up here at 1 goal apiece here in Chaka number 1 with 45 seconds left to play. So back to the middle of the field it is. And there goes the first hooter, ladies and gentlemen. So that there will end Chaka number 1 with the score being 1 goal apiece here between these two home teams here at Ghantoot Racing and Polo Club in the first match on the Sultan bin Said field in His Highness, the President of the UAE Polo Cup 2021. And now, Director, if we can please go to a few messages from our sponsors. So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Ghantoot Racing and Polo Club. To start chucker number 2. With the score being 1 goal apiece. Just still waiting for Abu Dhabi to get themselves back out onto the field. So just 1 goal all it is. Been a few attempts, not quite managed to see, cancelling each other out well. They know each other's how they play. Bulgari out there already on there for Abu Dhabi, just waiting for Capella to come to join them. As well as waiting for Nasser Al-Shamsi, I think it is. To get this second chugger underway. Polo line, of course, live streaming here in the United Arab Emirates, in Abu Dhabi, and also the Al Falah National Open in Pakistan, been going on at the moment. Just doing the award ceremony there. Highest goal scorer, of course, Hissam. So the ball gets bowled into play it is. Front of the line out, looking to count out that one. There's Del Toro looking for a little bit of something. A backhand comes in by Llorente, but it's only as far as Del Toro. Del Toro up on the move here now. He has Crespo in behind, and Kaku out in front, goes to the next shot, just enough to get that one out to Bulgari, but he gets his pocket picked there by Kaku. Not going to play the backhand. He says, let's go into some open space here because there's nowhere for me to go. And he just gets a little bit blocked out of that one there and impeded in his progress forward as Del Toro managed to get the backhand in, trying to get back onto it as Bulgari. Bulgari get hooked off out of this one here now. Coming onto it once again is Del Toro with Kaku, and Kaku comes in as Del Toro tries to go forward. It looks like he just had a couple of white shirts, a wall of white shirts in front of him. Not able to get through there at all. So he comes away with it, makes a turning play. Those on polo line, Del Toro comes forward and he's got a white shirt directly in front of him. Kaku comes in, trying to steal on that near side, and the umpire said, no, you can't quite come in on that play. We're going to have to just drop the ball down here for a penalty 2 in favour of Abu Dhabi. So players call Del Toro to come up onto this one here now for Abu Dhabi. Just casually drops down onto that one there nicely and puts that one away. 2 goals it is now to Abu Dhabi. 1 goal to Ghantoot. Unfortunately, it's all been off penalties so far. The other day, the majority of the goals were actually scored from field goals, which is good to see. This is what we really want to watch, is nice open running polo, end-to-end stuff. Still hasn't got into the rhythm. They're cancelling each other out just a little bit too well as the ball gets bowled into play. Skews out on the Abu Dhabi side here, and it's going to be Del Toro to come and pick this one up. Sends Bulgari up forward, gets pushed and marked there by Llorente. Standing up over the play here now is Del Toro. Del Toro goes under the neck, trying to get that one up for Capella, but on the near side just gets blocked and pushed out the way of this play. 2 players turning back round onto this one, and Marcos and Bulgari come together. And the umpires are marching this one certainly up the field here on this occasion. You can just see on the replay there, he comes back round onto it, and well, Bulgari just didn't quite have the line on that, overcommitted, and probably couldn't quite see where it was, and made a bit of a Horlicks of that one and came crashing into Kaku. Unfortunately, not at too much pace. The umpires are going to march this one quite severely up the field. Ball's been dropped down on a 60-yard for a penalty 4 in favour of Ghantoot. Looking at the level of scores up once again. So Kaku circling round up onto this one here now. Making full use of 90-yard run-up. Comes up to this one, it's not high, but it's bouncing, it's dribbling, but unfortunately it's just drifted to the left on this occasion. So the score remains the same. 2 goals to Abu Dhabi. In possession of the ball, and only 1 goal it is to Ghantoot, as it sits there on the back line. for Deltor to bring into play once more. Sends it up here, trying to get up onto that one is going to be Nasser. Comes in, gets pushed and shoved and bullied there by Yabuni, and coming away with it here now. Bulgari up over the halfway line. Bulgari out free space, looking for a little bit of extra there. It is Shamsi, but it is Yabuni on an absolute flyer. Sends this one nicely. He's a little bit wide. Can he flick this one back inside? And it looks like it's just gone wide. Couldn't quite get to that in time. Good run there, but unfortunately just pushing it wide out towards the left-hand side. So a lucky let-off there for Ghantoot. First breakaway we've had actually in this match so far. Kakurasha taps it forward up here now. He sees he has. Coming under the neck with this one here, trying to get that one up there for Crespo. But Crespo couldn't quite get onto that. He's taken up the middle of the field. Has Bulgari been on fire the last couple of games here now, crashing through onto that one. There was Del Toro, but it's me, Crespo, to come away with it. With the big man Capella in behind. He knows he needs to get away from the long reach of this man. Does so, avoids the hook. Pony helps him out there with a bit of a kick and a flick forward, which he'll be very grateful for. Goes up forward, but this time Del Toro comes in onto him, gives him a good bump and a ride off here. Checks up, selfishly draws the man with him and leaves the ball now for Llorente. Llorente comes in, avoids Bulgari, keeps in, looks to come in behind there of Yabuni. Needs to be careful, goes with the driving shot in towards the goal, and there it is, the first field goal of the match so far at 4 minutes 20 in Chukka number 2. 2 goals it is to Abu Dhabi, and 2 goals it is to Ghantoot. Nice play there by Llorente, but great play there by Crespo. Takes it with him, gets up past Capella. Del Toro coming to him, gives him the bump and a shove, and he just nicely taps that back. Good communication and awareness of where his teammates are, and Pablo managed to finish that one off, but he still had quite a lot of work to do. Bulgari back onto this ball here once more there with Crespo, pushing, straightening himself up here, wants to get on the move here once again. Leaves it now for Del Toro. Del Toro going forward here, looking to get the hook in there is Llorente, but he managed to keep this ball progressing forward. Up here is Del Toro. Del Toro breaks out free here now. Del Toro trying to scurry this ball under there, being close to that back line, and it looks like he's just flicked that one away. How did he manage to see the goals there? A magnificent goal there. Managed to work his way through all the players effectively, and Del Toro comes up with this one here now. You can see he pushed himself dangerously close to that back line and manages to push that one away, unsiding Shamsi, so he wasn't able to get a clearing shot on it at all. A nice goal there by Gonzalo Del Toro. A couple of players quickly changing here. You see you got Mageri, and also it is Kaku changing ball back into play. Kaku just getting onside in time. Away here comes Pablo, gets stopped in his tracks there by Capello, comes with a monster backhand, and it is going to be set up for Del Toro once again. Del Toro gets the hook, does Kaku, but he managed to retain possession to Del Toro. Del Toro coming forward on it here now and pushes that ball up forward, looking to get that one up. Then he managed to pick it up to Bulgari, but as he does, as he tries to get onto the line, just drifts over the line after taking the ball on the near side in front of Kaku. Umpire Badu perfectly situated there. You can see very clearly on the Polo line drone. Great help these drones are. A little bit of a question coming there from Yabuni again, Mr. Yap Yap. And just a slight delay in proceedings as the ball's placed down. And we're at 2:41. I think players are looking for a bit of a free change. And that would be what the second whistle was for. We'll just have a slight break here. So as I said, if there's any shout outs, please don't be shy. So this game so far, 3-2 it is. Abu Dhabi over Ghantoot. Abu Dhabi certainly been going from strength to strength during this high goal season here, which is of course being the last of the 18-goal tournaments in the UAE for the season. Very long season indeed. A good 7 months long, starting in October. Of which after this there will be
More polo still to be played. So I believe play has actually called. Nasser's just come back on, and Kaku Raja's circling back round onto this ball here now. To get this second chukker back underway once again. Kaku taps it forward, up there for Capella. Goes under the neck, looking for Llorente. Great connection with these two. He seems to get an awful lot of space to Llorente. Dangerous thing to do, and it is going to be Llorente just checking up on it here now. Checking with him, or trying to do so. It is Bulgari. Strains himself up and takes a beautiful long driving shot in towards the goal. But again, it's just drifted off out towards the right-hand side. So another attempt, but unfortunately not managing to find the pylons. And the score remains the same, and the ball is placed on the back line for Abu Dhabi to mount an attack once more against Ghantoot. Del Tor brings the ball forward. Crespo comes in, comes under the neck with that one there, flicking it wide out into some space now for Capella. Capella checks up, looks to straighten this up. Kaku coming with him. A couple of players coming up and giving Kaku a little bit of a nudge there. Del Tor comes into the open space here. Does Capella. Goes with a long driving shot straight up the middle of the field here now, looking for a little bit of something, but you have Yabuni and Nasser keeping each other at bay off the field. Hook comes in on the backhand of Araja, trying to come back round onto it. Crespo managed to try and steal this away. Del Tor wants to get it, but it is going to be Crespo. Gets away with this one here now. Bulgari comes up onto the player in front of him, crosses in front of him, and plays that near side backhand. And is called off it is Yabuni. Leaves it now. Well, Del Tor goes with that next shot and in and through the goals. It looked like it's going. No, it's off the post and it's through the goals it is. Takes the ricochet from the inside of the post. Del Tor, nice next shot there. As you see on the replay. Yabuni just following up to make sure. But the ball had just managed to come from the inside of the post and through the goals it is. For goal number 4 on the board there for Abu Dhabi. 4 goals it is to Abu Dhabi. 2 goals it is to Ghantoot. So the two teams lining up, ball back into play, out the back of the line out this time, or mid-line out, and it's going to be Crespo. Crespo avoiding one hook, gets up through the players here now. Couldn't quite get the bouncing ball. Nice little backhand touch there by Bulgari. Quickly round onto it. It's going to be Capella looking to set up Del Tor. Del Tor takes the hook, keeps coming forward with this play here once again, over the top of it on this occasion, but it looks like it is going to be Nasser. Takes it forward. Great play. Sends the backhand, but into the pony there of Del Tor. Del Tor going forward. The first hooter has gone, and he's going up with that next shot, but not quite as much on it as he'd quite like to have done so. Changes a little bit of the direction there, does Nasser, but the ball is sent further forward once again. The backhand comes in there by Llorente. They're trying to stop this attack of Abu Dhabi, and we get a whistle on the play, and that there will end. Chukker number 2, with players coming at all directions at that ball, and I think it could well have been Capella who was coming at right angles to the line, and 2 Abu Dhabi and 2 Ghantoot players. So the score is 4 goals to Abu Dhabi, 2 goals it is to Ghantoot. And now once more we'll go to a few messages from Polo Line. We'll be back with you shortly. And thank you very much indeed to Polo Line for those messages. The team players come back out on the field to get chucker number 3 underway. I'd just like to say hi and great to hear from you in India, Mahendra Singh Rathore. And then we'd also like to say hi there, Rachel Morley from Perth. Great to hear from you again. Great supporter of Polo Line, avid watcher. And of course, Isaac Kikkamboi from Nairobi. And great to hear also from Pakistan, Imran Khan. And if you and it is coming in here, it is going to be Kaku Raja coming up with this play here now. Gets it there to Jorente. Jorente gets to the ricochet. Who's round onto this one first? Only going to be that man himself in the form of Kaku, but it's picked up by Del Tor and Nasser. It gets flicked back by Del Tor for Capella, drills that one into the back of the horse and manages to regain possession once again. And this time goes with the driving shot, but it looks like that could be wide to the left, and to the left it goes. Looking for that long-range goal, but just unsighted slightly. Couldn't get that through the traffic. And the ball will be placed here on the back line. So it is going to be Kaku. Kaku brings that one up forward here now. Getting onto this one is Crespo and Del Tor together. It looks like he's got the inside, manages to get away there, does Crespo. Crespo's got the legs there on Del Tor. He's going up goalward bound here now. He's looking to tap this one all the way. He means business, does Crespo. And he's just flicked that wrong. He's just slapped the face of the ball and out over the back line it goes. Instead of getting the angle he's looking for and putting it away. So the score remains the same. 4 goals still to Abu Dhabi. Only 2 it is to Ghantoot here in chucker number 3. So the ball sitting there on the back line here now for Abu Dhabi's Del Tor to bring back into play. Del Tor goes wide with this one out here now, looking for Bigeri. Bigeri trying to get up onto this play, but it looks like it is going to be Jorente up onto it first. Near side backhand, drills that one back in towards the middle of the field in the first round. It is going to be Kaku. Kaku avoids the long reach there from Capella and decides he wants to go himself on this one. And I need to finish it off, and I need another one on the board, and there he does. Kaku Raja. Goal number 3 it is for Ghantoot. 3 goals to Ghantoot, but 4 goals it is to Abu Dhabi. And you can see on the replay here, Kaku just manages to avoid that long reach of Capella. And just gets a little squirt on and gets out of the way. And from Capella, coming through with a little bit more momentum. And back to the middle it is for Bidu the ball. This one back into play, and into play it is the back of the line out. Kaku Raja comes away once more. Kaku on this little black man. Avoids the hook once more, and he's on the move. Look out, he's wanting back-to-back is Kaku, waiting that one to settle. Plenty of space, plenty of time. Tap, tap, tap. Makes it look so easy, indeed does. Marcos Kaku Raja levelling the scores up here in chucker number 3. 4 goals it is, and 4:44 on the clock. All the 4s on the doors. Cry of anguish coming out of the Abu Dhabi camp, but 2 great plays there by Kaku. He's evidently got tired and decides to take things in control himself and say, I'll just take control of this game, thank you very much indeed. As we have seen through the whole of the Gold Cup series, probably being the most outstanding player. And the ball gets bowled into play. Coming out to the side here now, it is going to be Del Tor. Turns away here with Capella in front. Capella goes forward. Jorente looking, just blocking and closing down the angle. Someone's going to get told to move or to play it. Comes up the inside of him, puts that one there for Capella, but he can't get onto it. Going back onto this one here, no, it is going to be Bigeri. Comes in, picks it up, sends the backhand, looking to feed this one up for Capella. It's going to be fed a little bit too far, and first back onto it is going to be Kaku. He's strong. He sends out a good ball there away from Capella, but it's to Jorente. Jorente Just getting a little bit of hassle and bustle going on with it here now. Trying to reach back for that play. There is Del Toro. He's going to have to move on out of the way and allow this ball to be played here by Ghantoot. Gets drilled up here this time by Llorente. Llorente's ball gets half stopped on the near side. Flicking that away, avoiding the hook is Crespo. Crespo back onto this play once again. Crespo comes forward, leaves it now for Kaku. Kaku comes through the momentum, but it comes off the pony. Cruelly, the backhand comes in by Del Toro, and ooh, we get a whistle on that play. Was it across the front of Crespo's horse? Was Crespo in the right place, or was it? Let's see from the drone what we can get out of this one here. Crespo. Kaku comes away with the play here now, and interesting to see which way you want that one to be. Possibly. And it looks like the umpires are going to move this one up forward. So the dimming that the line had been in favour of Crespo. And the penalty being teed up by Pablo Llorente. A short penalty here now. A penalty 4. Penalty 3, rather, a 40-yard penalty. In favour of Ghantoot. Kaku quickly changing ponies with 3:17 on the clock. 4 goals apiece it is in shaka number 4. Kaku onto the play here now. Araje drills that one, it's high. Is it proud? Is it wide? Where is it? The umpires. Flagman's not quite sure, but I think it is gone wide. So this ball's going to get dropped down on the back line here now. Oh. For Del Toro and Abu Dhabi to bring back into play once more. Del Toro taps it forward across the face of his own goal mouth. Waiting for his Crespo. Comes under the neck. Looking to set it here for Bagheri. Bagheri up on the move here this time. Leans into that one. Looking for Yabuni, but there's no one there. He gets a little bit of an earful also from Capella, but it is going to be Araja to come back onto this one here first. Nasser just looking after Yabuni a bit, but now getting himself up into an attacking position. Yabuni just finding himself across the play here now. Yabuni going there with Araja. Araja sends it up over the halfway line, trying to get this in, but it's nearly well met there by Del Toro, but not quite well enough as Bagheri tries to come onto it. Unbeknown to him, Llorente is lurking once more. Fortuitously, the ball just deviating off the mallet and coming into his direction. You see Crespo just having to scooch out of the way on that one there. And and we have a couple of white shirts colliding as well. So it looks like a ball's being placed down here. You've got everybody standing over it. I'm sure the decision has already been made. They've all been told quite clearly. Del Toro's putting his arm out. There's evidently that appeal of anguish, but not to be as the ball's being teed up by Kaku Araja. And Llorente. That breeze is just getting a little bit stiffer again. Quite wisely so, Del Toro's going to go and sit himself back in his own goal mouth and see what's going on down there, just so he can come from a distance if necessary. If Kaku feels bold enough to give a crack at this one from all the way, he's got to be 120 yards out from goal. Kaku. Looks like he's going to go big with this one. He does. He connects beautifully with that one there. It's just dropping down short and it just drops a bit wide. Gets stopped in the play and in comes Crespo. Plays that backhand and is it through or is it wide? And I think it's just gone wide. The little rush shot that he made the play on it. Oh, we've got Capella having a little twitter as well. And there it is. Gets stopped there by Del Toro. Gets the little slap backhand in but just pushed it across the face of goal. So it's going to be brought back into play once again here by Del Toro. Comes under the neck, sending Bagheri across the field here this time. And you see how Crespo coming in there with Del Toro. Kaku in there with Alfredo, but it's going to be Bagheri goes by himself, goes to lean into this one there. Here's the let it go at the last minute by Capella. Capella settles things down, gets to the halfway point here now. with Del Toro going to look after Llorente if he can. Goes with the break here now. Just hits the wall. Sends it forward. Gets ridden off again. Does Llorente, and it's going to be Del Toro playing well here now. Del Toro played a blinders. Couldn't pick that one up on the near side. The backhand comes in by Crespo. Who's round first up onto this one here? It's the big man himself, Capella. Capella sends this one back in towards the middle of the field once more. It's going to be Del Toro to pick this up. Takes it round the corner. Gets hooked off out of it. Can't retain possession, but the backhand comes in by Bagheri. It looks like it's only as far. Bit of a crash and a collision going on here now. A little bit of indecision. People not too happy with it, as Araja thought there was a way out into some open space. You see the hook comes in onto that one there, and as he does, maybe coming back onto it, looks like Bagheri might have got a little bit of a touch-up on the face. So it looks like what we're going to have here now, we'll just have a line up from the middle of the field for umpire right to bowl this ball back into play where the ball was when the whistle blew to get things back underway once more. It's umpire right. Oh, he wants just a little bit of order, it looks like here now. A little bit too much of the old argy-bargy in those line-outs. You tell them to stand back, they stand back and then come crashing back in again. So it's like, sorry, chaps. So Pete just laying down the law there. And just giving them all a little bit of time just to settle on down. Oh, maybe there's a little bit of old temper tantrums going on and throwing his toys out the pram by somebody. So the ball gets bowled into play and they're doing a little bit of honourable play there as Kaku Araja picks up the play here now. Kaku comes in, drives this ball up forward, sends the ball forward out towards the side here now, trying to get that up for Llorente. Llorente on the near side here, going hard back with him there. Bagheri there, pushing him hard into the boards on this occasion, coming over the top of it. But he begins to pick that one up, plays the backhand, plays it back down the board again, trying to pick it up. The line was Capella, but it's sent back in once again by Kaku. Spinning round onto it is Crespo. Gets his pocket picked there by Bagheri. But he's coming back onto the boards, and there goes the first two-to. It looks like that ball has scooched out over the boards. So that there will end chukker number 3 with the score being 4 goals apiece. So, Director, I believe we had a goal you were looking for. The last goal from the end of the last chukker. If you'd like to play that now before going forward into some messages from our sponsors. So it looks like we'll go to that at the end of the game. Straight to some adverts now, and I'll also like to take this opportunity to thank our sponsors here at Ghantoot. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here once again to Ghantoot Racing and Polo Club. We've got a half-time team chat going on here in the Abu Dhabi camp with Hugo Barabucci, with his great wealth of knowledge, keeping these boys in order. And if I could just see the actual screen, because we've got a bit of sun behind me, I can just see at the moment. In the first chukker, it was 1 apiece. And then we go into the second chukker, and it became 4-2. Then 4-4 in chukker number 3. Started off with nothing but penalties for the first 4 goals, and then we started to open things up, which was great to see. And the guys there, you see, with Eldor just cleaning his helmet out. Working hard out there on the field. These boys are good to see Abu Dhabi keeping the might of Ghantoot at bay. Even Stevens here at the halfway point. A rather pensive Mulgari. And Capella giving his 2 pence worth after Uncle has had a chat with them as well. So, Abu Dhabi boys, let's see what they can bring to the party here for the second half. And see what horses Ghantoot are going to pull out the bank. So it looks like we have Delbidor still on the field. Capella's looking to get back onto Bluey again, the old grey. And Pedro just about to get back on the field. Get himself mounted back up once again. Abu Dhabi boys just going to find their ponies, get themselves mounted up. There's the ground staff here doing an excellent job of a little bit of extra divoting. Gradually in Ghantoot, just over the border in Abu Dhabi. Restrictions are still a little bit more severe than they are in Dubai. So we don't really have the spectators to come and help us out here. So, of course, once more, I'd like to thank the Ghantoot Polo Racing Club for this. His Highness, the President of the UAE Polo Club 2021 on the second day of play. Good shot there of Faris Yabuni. Uncle Hugo in the background for their support of this tournament under the patronage of His Highness Sheikh Falah bin Zayed Al Nahyan, and the governing partner, of course, being the Abu Dhabi Sports Council. As the players start to come back on the field, you can just see down in the Ghantoot camp getting themselves mounted back up once again before we get this match started off with a free hit down on the far side of the field. As the groundsmen here just start to vacate the field after doing a great job doing their bit of divoting. Thank you very much indeed. And now we're down into the Habtor camp getting ready. Just loosening up there. With the back to us, of course, is the one and only Fakul. It looks like we have a second career possibility here for Karechi. So there we go now. We've got the players back out onto the field. Umpires all ready to go. And we have a free hit in favour of Ghantoot to get chukker number 4 underway. 4 goals apiece it is to start chukker number 4 with Kaku Raja. Kaku. Up onto the ball, off the ball, goes with the one shot, drives it forward. Not the shot he was looking for. Intercepted well there by Capella. Ball goes skied. Down it comes. Picks it up once again. Makes a turning play. Looking to try and put forward a little bit of space for himself and a few of the guys just to get a bit of blocking going on to give him the opportunity to unleash that one up the front door, and up the front door he does, getting this one up for Yabuni. In hot pursuit is Nasser Al-Shamsi. Nasser couldn't quite get the hook on. Great straightening up shot there by Yabuni. Yabuni slops over to the near side. Couldn't quite connect cleanly with that as he was being well pressurised. Here on the near side comes Del Tor, left in the centre of goals for Crespo to clear this one away here now for Ghantoot. Dangerously close to those goals, that goal it was, and it's going to be Llorente up on the move, but covering the ground well once again. It is going to be Yabuni. Yabuni coming back onto this one here now, but it is Llorente opening up the lengths, the distance. He comes forward, now he decides to take the tapping shot over the top of it. Couldn't quite get that one in. Coming onto this one is going to be Capella to clear it away. End-to-end stuff. This is a little bit more like it. Del Tor just avoids a hook there from Crespo. Tries to get up to the next play, can't do so. First man onto it is going to be Kaku Raja. Kaku settles down, checks on the near side, comes with the backhand, comes off the pony. It falls here now for Del Tor. Del Tor picks this one up. Del Tor settles things down a little bit as he has Llorente in behind, and Kaku just in front, comes in between the players. But he also has Nasser Al-Shamsi trying to feed his way through there with the GPS on. The little backhand comes in, the whistle gets blown there by Peter Wright. Kaku just asking a little question, most politely, of course, and it is going to be, you see, Del Tor coming through on the replay here. In comes the backhand there by Llorente. Capella's sitting up behind it, but he might be making a turn on it. Could have been a little bit that Crespo was in the way as well, but on the left-hand side, a little bit of explanation being required. Kaku getting a little bit of pressure on there, getting a bit pressurised, asking the questions, now looking up to the third man. The umpire's just agreeing on this one here now, and it looks like the ball's going to be placed down here now for a penalty. 4, I believe it'll be, or maybe they're going to march this one up a little bit further. Yes, they are, up to a penalty 3. A 40-yard penalty it is. To Abu Dhabi. And it looks like Kaku's still having a little bit of a chunter at poor Daniel Badu. Water off a duck's back, of course. So the ball being teed up there by Del Tor. That breeze just stiffening once again. The Gonzalo Del Tor circles round up onto the play here now. Looking to stop this one again too. Llorente coming first. It's along the ground. Can he stop it? No, he can't, but it looks like it's just gone wide. Wide it is. So out of the back line it is. Ball back in possession of Ghantoot. Kaku Raja. Kaku taps it up forward here now. Capella comes back, looking to make him force the play. Under the neck he goes. Once more out to Llorente. Bugheri goes with him, comes in behind Bugheri, comes off the pony. But Bugheri comes in, plays the open backhand. And this could be very dangerous indeed for Ghantoot as you've unleashed Capella. Capella coming forward here now. All the acres of space of time, and Capella just even checks the pony up one more time and just taps that one away. Insult to injury it is there by Alfredo Capella. 5 goals is to Abu Dhabi, 4 goals to Ghantoot. Can't let that man go. Gives himself acres of space, realising he had the space and time, and just tickled it away. So back to the middle of the field it is once more, umpire right, to get this underway once more. 5 minutes left to play here in chugga number 3. Shamsi just coming across the front there. He's going to get given a little bit of a word, I gather, in a moment. The whistle blows. Enough's enough. So the ball gets bowled into play it is out the back of the line. Out it comes. Araja up on the loose here now. Kaku looking to make good of this, but he gets a little bit under that one, loses a little bit of momentum going forward, takes the bouncing ball on the volley right at the top of that volley where that ball is stationary under the neck. He just flicks that one beautifully, avoiding the hooking play, slips it under the neck, cool as a cucumber. Kaku Araja levelling the scores up once again. 5 goals apiece it is within 30 seconds of the ball going into play. You see, that's all it takes. You see Kaku coming forward. Del Tor couldn't quite get the hook. He's all the time in the world, just dunk, pops it away through the goals. The 5 goals apiece it is here now in chugga number 4. So back to the middle again. Ball back into play in less than a minute. Oh, and they're all telling the umpire how to do his job. It's a great game this, but never mind. So here we are. Peter Wright to bowl the ball in once again. But the whistle has blown, so the clock is stopped. This time the ball in play gets stopped in the middle, out the back of the line, out it comes. It is going to be Llorente. Llorente on it here with Del Toro, turns back inside, straightens it up. He has Kaku coming in behind. The pony's kicked it. He has to leave that and yield off it. Leave it now for Ghantoot. Gets told to play the ball, does Kaku Raja. Kaku up on it here now, yields off it, comes over, can't come in there. Kumbagiri, which is going to be pulled back and away by Llorente. Going to have to yield off it one more time. Llorente up on the move here now. Gets a little bit of squirt. Checks up. Comes in. He's got Del Toro coming to him. Goes for the next shot. Uses his pony to block that one there. Back onto it though. It's going to be Llorente. Llorente comes in onto it. Gets his play spoiled a little bit. But now leave it for Kaku. Kaku comes back onto this one first. Good play there by his teammates to clear the way. He's going to have to get out the way as Bageri turns his drive switch on forward and shot just forward. It's straight through the goals there. Kaku Raja. That's what we were looking for. 6 goals it is. A little bit messy, a bit scrappy, trying to get onto these plays here now, but Kaku just goes, enough, boys and girls. Thank you very much indeed. Through the goals it is. 6 goals it is to Ghantoot. 5 goals to Abu Dhabi. First time that Ghantoot have got their noses out in front. We've got a bit of a whistle and we have dismounted Crespo. And Del Toro still having a bit of a chanter. Probably a good idea to have a quick change of ponies here now. So you just go and cool down, hopefully, in the corner before we get this back underway once more. And you just see a good shot there of Crespo just walking the pony off. In the meantime, I wonder if we have any more messages to come through. Be great to hear a bit more shout out. So if you want to know who's your money on, ladies and gentlemen, who's it going to be? Ghantoot or Abu Dhabi? Here in this first match on the second day of play in His Highness, the President of the UAE Polo Cup 2021. 3:04 on the clock it is. 5-6 is the score. Seem to be coming with a little bit more momentum. Ghantoot got themselves out in the lead. Back onto the field it is for the teams. Capella just coming back on here now. Then we'll get this one back underway once more. So the ball back into play, back line out it comes. Del Toro comes away with it here now. Goes over Del Toro on the near side, flicks it forward, trying to get up onto it first. It's going to be Capella. Knows he can't get onto there. Zaraja just has to yield off instead of forfeiting the penalty. Brings this ball forward. Such a massive reach, leaves it now for Bageri. Bageri comes in behind the players, comes off the pony, but it's picked up once again here by Capella. He's going to have to yield off it there. It's going to be Crespo, so Capella can make a strike at this one here. Does, looks at goal, goes for the range shot, gets punched out of the air there by Kaku Raja. Raja picking it up here now, looking to put defence into attack. Up goes Crespo. Going back with him, though, is going to be Capella, so he'll keep this one short. Will Kaku coming back at him is Del Toro. He checks up, allows Del Toro to try and slip on past. Goes with the driving shot, looks to send this one forward here now. Crespo tries to come onto that play, does so. In on the play, ricochets off the pony there of Capella. It's gone wide, but the near side backhand in comes here by Araja saying, thank you very much indeed. I'll finish it off, I'll start it, and I'll finish it by Kaku Araja. So coming forward, slips that one up forward there. Gets the backhand in there, does Capella. But reading the play so well and so swift across the field. That great horsemanship there of Kaku Raja slipping it away through the goalposts for goal number 7. 2 goals the margin. Stretching their lead now. First time they got into the lead and now they're stretching it even further. Let's see what Abu Dhabi can come back as the ball's into play and immediately there's a whistle on that one there. There's Emily a little bit of just boiling over here, ladies and gentlemen. You just see from the line out. Ball bowled into play. But it's just a little bit of something that's been niggling and going on through and just hasn't kept things quiet. There's one particular player who has actually been just simmering and starting to boil over. I think he'll probably have a little word with the captain there and say that he needs to be behaving. Otherwise, he might be going and sitting on the sideline. As you see, Pete goes over to Alfredo and says, Alfie, have a quick chat. Don't get excited. Enough's enough, or we'll make it worse for yourselves. So the ball's placed down here for a penalty for a 60-yard penalty. with Kaku Araju, says, thank you very much indeed. I'll take this opportunity if I can be given it. No point throwing a game away. 60-yard penalty. Penalty 4. Kaku. There we go. The Capella's uncle and auntie. Barabucci. Drives this one forward, up over the top, clean. Nobody's going to touch that one, and the flags are off. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Goal number 8 on the board there for Ghantoot, coming back with a vengeance here in Chukka number 4. You see on the drone there from behind, great view there of Kaku, straight as a die, right through the centre of the uprights there. Middle for diddle for Kaku Raja. Ball back into play, out the back of the line out. That's the first clean line out we've had. Near side backhand comes in there by Capella, looking to set that one up, but first back onto this one. It is going to be Llorente. And we get a double whistle on the play there as he's turning the play with 2 players coming down. He turns across them, or was there something else going on there? Let's see what the umpires have to say, but we'll go back to the drone here now. He's up onto that one. A little bit of riding into the back, maybe. Maybe let's see what we decide from the umpires. And it looks like we have a penalty in favour of Ghantoot. Possibly a little bit of unnecessary riding. It's all very well shouting Vamo out there at the moment, but somebody needs to just cool down a little bit. Kakuraja taps it forward. Capella looks for the gap. There he goes. Out towards the clubhouse side it is, trying to get this one for Llorente, but first onto it is going to be Crespo in front of Migueri, but not enough room. And you can see that on the replay. Sends this one up. He just slips in onto him when he's clearly established on it. Just not really quite enough room and not really going away from him. So the ball will be placed down in here now. Basically giving possession back to Abu Dhabi. Which I'm sure they'll be grateful for to try and mount an attack here. For about 80 yards out it is from their own back line, with Del Toro goes with a big one here this time. Doesn't get as much onto as could quite like, and it's going to be Crespo to pick this one up. Crespo gets the backhand, not enough on it, couldn't reach out far enough, could Capella, but it is going to be Araja comes onto it. Near side backhand, his play spoilt there by Del Toro. Del Toro up on the move here once again. He's got Yabuni out in front. He goes over the top of that one there, but it's scurrying around the corner here. Look at this little mare here now. Oh, Pablo Llorente. Pablito checks up, goes again. It's ridden off out of that one there. He can easily come in. Kaku tries to come on the play, but we get a whistle on that one as the hoot has gone. So, ladies and gentlemen, that there will end. Or was the whistle before the campana? I hear him calling. Well, let us see. It looks like Kaku's decided I'm out of here. Says Yabuni, and it looks like the ball will be placed down. And thank you very much indeed. They're saying that there will end Chukka number 4 with the score being 5 goals is to Abu Dhabi. A very impressive Chukka there by Ghantoot. 8 goals it is to Ghantoot. Starting to get on fire here now. So off we go, chaps. Let's go and change ponies. And then we can get Chukka number 5 underway. So, Director, do we have anything from our last goals of that? Or shall we go straight to our messages from our sponsors? So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to Ghantoot Racing and Polo Club for the start of Chukka number 5 in the second day of play of His Highness, the President of the UAE Cup 2021. Playing here on the Sultan bin Zayed field, and we'll just quickly go to the last play of Chukka number 4. You can see Pablito coming up forward up onto this one here now. He comes forward, gets ridden off, which is perfectly all right because he comes in onto it and he makes the turn in front of Bagheeri as Kaku is trying to steal that one away and get things moving instead of getting all this melee and sort of silly business going on. But its ball is now placed down to start Chukka number 5. Good luck to both teams here as Alfredo Capella comes up onto the play here now for a spot penalty. Tells the boys to go forward. Looks like he's going to lean into this one. Doesn't quite get the cleanest he wants. Beautifully stopped there by Crespo. Crespo makes a turn there. Can't come in onto it there. Can Del Toro. Del Toro finds himself across the play here. He's just going to have to unleash it. Does. Gets rid of that one there. But it looks like he could have gone a bit too far for Araja to get it onto it. It's going to be Capella. Capella. Front of the clubhouse here now. Sends the backhand, opens it up, looks to pick it up, sends it further into play. There does Del Toro looking to get onto that one. Would have been Yabuni, but it's going to be Crespo to come back, sends it back in towards the middle field. And the first onto it there was going to be Del Toro, but it's now left here for Paolo Llorente. Goes with the long driving shot. Sending this one goal bound here now, but it's going to pull up a little bit short. And Del Toro, first on here for Abu Dhabi, shuts the back door, underneath the tail. Trying to get onto it is going to be Capella, but first round onto that one there is going to be Araja, but out over the back line it is. Sorry, no, it was actually Llorente, but quickly sweeping onto that one nicely, but it's just out over the back line. With the score remaining the same, 5-8. And Abu Dhabi in possession of the ball. There's umpire Badou looking for a couple of extra balls, I think it is, before we get this back underway once again. So Capella just dismounting. Looks like he might have overexerted himself or done something there in the previous play. Trying to get back onto that play. He's just down, hunched over, having a little bit of a breather. Crespo taking the opportunity to say thank you very much. I'll quickly change ponies. Granted, we're only 6:34 into this Chukka, but we'll just put that one in the bank for a little bit later. Ambulance hasn't actually moved. Just a bit of cold spray might have done the job. So the team sort of physio comes on. Would I be right in saying he's possibly on his right groin muscle? Feeling a little bit tender there. Let's see if we can see a little bit more from the drone. Possibly a little bit of cramp, or is it a little bit in the groin? But much ado about nothing. There it is, the man himself. Alfredo Capella mounting back up once more to get the last 6 minutes of this match played. 8 goals it is to Ghantoot. 5 goals it is to Abu Dhabi. So the ball to be brought back into play by Capella. And Abu Dhabi taps it up forward here now. Crespo comes forward, turns, puts himself in the firing line. Bit of cannon fodder, sends it up here now for Del Toro. Del Toro comes up onto the play with Kaku. Here's the call, sends it in towards the middle of the field. He's pushed off out of it, though, is Capella by Crespo. First onto it is going to be Kaku. Kaku comes in, doesn't make a mistake, sends it out wide, but couldn't get onto it. But first he's get onto this one. You see the two players splitting, giving options. Sends a driving shot there. There's Crespo, who gets a lot of elevation, but not quite enough, and comes off onto that line. Swooping onto this play here, there was Nasser Al-Shamsi. Not quite quick enough, and you can see on the replay. Goes with the shot. Does Crespo. Coming hard up onto that one there. Near side play there, really, Mr. Nasser Al-Shamsi. attracting the attention of the umpires, and the ball will be dropped down on the spot. Lucky let off there for Abu Dhabi. As the ball was placed down here now for Del Toro. Gonzalo Del Toro taps it forward. Capella's up on the loose here now. Comes on there. Capella has to put on the anchors. Doesn't quite get that on up to him. Picks it up on the near side, but waiting for him, unbeknown, it is that man, Kaku Raja. Just reading the play so well. In fact, I think he scored every single goal so far here. All 8 goals so far have been scored by Kaku. Call him selfish or just call him a class player. Take your choice. Class player I'd go for. Oh, hello, El Director. So the two teams retiring back towards the Abu Dhabi goal as the ball's been teed up there by Crespo for a penalty for a 60-yard penalty for Ghantoot. So 8 goals it is scored so far by Kaku Raja. Circling round up onto this one here. Polo just trots, so he gets up onto this one here, gets plenty of elevation, and straight as it is, through the pylons once more. Beautiful goal. Goal number 9 on the board there for Kaku Raja and Ghantoot. 9 goals to 5. So we've got just over 5 minutes to play here in checker number 5 as they line up once more. Ball bowled into play, out the line, out it comes. Coming away with it here, there, gets hooked off out of it there as Baghetti picked up by Crespo. Crespo takes it forward, looks for a bit of angle. Takes it forward, couldn't get the angle he was looking for. Spoiled in the play, circling round on that one, couldn't get onto it. Was Gerente as Alfredo and Nasser Shamsi come onto the ball. We get a hard blow on the whistle. You can see from the replay there. Comes in onto that one there. Circling round on it. Nasser looking for the backhand. Stick side, near side, coming, stick side, forehand coming out of it there by Capella. And it looks like they've gone to the third man, the director of Polo for the EPA, Mr. Santiago Tarugata, for a penalty in favour of Abu Dhabi. Looking to bleed that one a little bit there is Capella. But it's going to be dropped down on the 40-yard line for a penalty 3. So the ball being teed up here now. What are we going to get out of this one here now? Is it going to be Del Toro to take this one again? Taking all the short penalties here for this Abu Dhabi team. Whereas my friend Tarquin South would say, spreading the love. Got a lot of love to give that boy, has told Tarquin. So Del Toro to circle around here now. Comes in, spreads that one, puts it high and straight over the top it is. For goal number 6 on the board there for Abu Dhabi. 6 goals to 9 it is here in checker number 5. Scored by Gonzalo Del Toro. So back to the middle of the field it is once more. What can they do? Capella giving his teammates a bit of a dally-dally. So come on, guys, let's get a move on here now. See if we can come back up from this position. It is going to be Peter Wright, bowls it in, clean out the back of the line out. That's what we like to see. Opens up the play straight away, controls that play, comes inside there of Araja. Does Capella. Capella drives this one up forward, trying to get that one up there for Baghetti on the near side. Picks this one up, comes across in front of Crespo, but he comes deeper, wider, tries to push this one across, leaves that ball behind, quickly turning back round onto it here now. And it looks like it's Del Toro to come in here and just finish it off beautifully. And another one on the board there for Abu Dhabi. 7 goals it is now to Abu Dhabi. Finished off by Gonzalo Del Toro. You see it got a little bit scrappy down in that bottom corner, cancelling each other out. But the backhand came in towards the middle of the field. And Del Toro said, thank you very much indeed, from Capella. And through for number 7 for Abu Dhabi. And umpire Wright just blows the whistle once more. So this time the ball bowled into play, skews out here on the Abu Dhabi side. Crespo looks to come away with it, gets double hooked and banged out of that one there quite clean. And coming behind here, everyone scurries out the way as it is that man, Araja. But it is Del Toro slightly across him, yields off, leaves it now for the unmarked Llorente. Llorente goes with a good driving shot up the front door, trying to get this one up for Crespo. Crespo just deflects that play, tries to come back onto it. In comes Nasser, players blocking in the way, and it is going to be Pablo Llorente to open up the account, and double figures it is now for Ghantoot. 10 goals it is to Ghantoot, 7 goals to Abu Dhabi, scored there by Pablito Llorente. So still retain that 3-goal margin here now it is as the players come back to the middle of the field. Oh, we've got another dismounted player. Bigeri hopping off in the middle of the field. And it looks like players are going to look for a change of ponies here now as 3:17 on the clock it is. Get up there. So players taking this opportunity here now, quickly change ponies. 10 goals to Ghantoot it is, 7 goals to Abu Dhabi. Two umpires just staying in the middle of the field whilst we have a quick change around. Yabuni mounting back up once more. Crespo back on the field as well, so we're just waiting here now for Bigeri. And Nasser, and here we go. To get this back underway again. There is the one and only for Yas today. It'll be Ali Almiri. Just doing a last minute phone call. Right, bowls that ball into play. Middle line out is caught in this time. It is trying to get onto it with Llorente. Crespo gets a little bit of a flick, comes off a pony once more, but it is going to be Del Toro comes away with it. He's been hard worked by Crespo. Crespo comes away with it. He in turn gets it taken off him. Near side backhand. Goes forward, though, for Shamsi. Quickly onto that near side. Ooh, a little bit of helicopter coming in there by Bigeri as well. Let's see what they have to say on this one here. We'll see a lovely replay. Kaku, fast as a flash coming through on it, but did he have any right to come in there? We will certainly see in one moment. And Bigeri possibly wasn't even on the stick side, but let's see what the umpires say. Ooh, let's hear from a few people from outside and see what they think of that one there. Kaku's normally very clean in his plays, but you saw it quite clearly there. So, an interesting call, this one here now. It looks like the ball's just going to be placed down on the spot. And Kaku Raja looks to be teeing this one up. Quick as a flash. I think there'll be a bit of discussion about that, and I think those who wish to discuss it need to have a little look at the replay or watch the video afterwards. You can just see again, we get the replay once more. Backhand comes in, ball flicks forward. And maybe a little bit of extra gesticulation, helicoptering there. Wouldn't have helped his cause. So the ball's placed down here now, just short of the halfway line for Kaku Raja from the spot. Penalty 5B. Penalty 5 rather. Kaku comes in, gives this ball a beautiful ride, makes it look so easy indeed, puts up the front door. Llorente looking for another one here, flicks over to his near side in front of Del Toro. Del Toro won't be happy camper with that, but it is 11-11 on the board. It is 11 goals. It is to Ghantoot. Beautiful driving shot there by Kaku, put it up there up front. Coming onto it here now on the near side comes in. Llorente says, thank you very much indeed. Through the goals it goes. Legs 11. 11 goals it is to Ghantoot. 7 goals to Abu Dhabi. And a couple of minutes left here to play in shot number 5. So 2 teams lining up here now. Quickly changing or doing something up there was Capella. And now we get a whistle blown on it. So the ball gets bowled into play it is, comes away with this one here now, this time, and coming out on the Ghantoot side trying to get hold of that one was Crespo, couldn't do so, but Kaku was in there. There was Llorente. The ball gets left behind once more. Nassau Shamsi changed the line on it, and it's going to be Crespo to come away with this one here. And he looks up and goes, "Oh my God, I just saw Capella." Leaves it behind this time now, and it's going to be Bageri. Bageri plays a turning play. In comes Llorente, gets called to leave it by Yabuni. Ricochets off the pony, near side play. Says Thank you very much, says Bageri. Takes it away there from underneath the nose of Kaku Raja. Not an easy task, but he goes with the driving shot, and unfortunately just pushes it wide. Out towards the right-hand side. Had a bit of space and time, but just unleashed it. You can see here now, came with it, had a bit of space and time, could have taken it forward. Nassau Shamsi in front, but pushed it wide. So back in play it is by Kaku Raja. Comes this one here now, drives that one straight up the middle, picks it up there. Llorente helps that one on its way, feeding it up for Nasser and Yabuni. Yabuni gets the better of that one there. The backhand comes in there by Del Toro, but the ball carries forward for Crespo to pick up here now. Crespo takes that one forward and drills that one forward, scurrying back onto it. Can he get back to this in time, or will it go wide? It goes wide and leaves it there, does Yabuni. A little bit of a backhand comes in towards the goal, but it looks like it has just drifted wide. It's that perilous thought of ball, goalpost, goalpost. Nah. So the ball gets left here now on the back line for Del Toro to bring in. Del Toro drills this one straight at the front door, but the man at the front door this time is going to be Capella. He leans into that one, gets that one up to, it's going to fall about 70, 80 yards out from goal going forward. And there's the hooter, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hands together. It is Ghantoot running out the winners. 11 goals to Ghantoot, 7 goals to Abu Dhabi. So they'll be picking up the 30,000 dirham winner's check here today. Abu Dhabi won in the first chukker. Ghantoot won 4-2 in the second chukker to Abu Dhabi. 4 of those goals being scored by penalties. 4 goals apiece at end of chukker number 3. 5-8. The dominance of Ghantoot in the fourth chukker. 3 goals the difference, and 4 goals the difference in chukker number 5. 7 goals to Abu Dhabi and 11 goals to Ghantoot. The players just thanking each other and saying thank you very much. Well done, congratulations. And now, El Director, if we can, do we have the stats, or are we going to go to some highlight goals of the match, please, sir? And on the highlights, Del Toro scurrying through everybody on that one there. Great goal. Didn't leave himself a lot of window to look at, but popped it away, pushed himself deeper towards the back line, but managed to get the next shot in. And again, Del Toro had a blinder today and put the next shot off the goalpost. Through the goals it was. This one, Raja just avoiding the hook there. Just phenomenal play once more. Gets up, enough time to look over the shoulder, steady the pony and says thank you very much indeed. Kaku Raja scoring 10 goals, I believe it was, out of the 11. Well, certainly 9. And once more, here we have Kaku Raja. All the space and time in the world, it makes him look like it is. This time, this was just clear space, insult to injury. That one was of Capella's. Capella just had plenty of space and time. Picking up on the unfortunate play previously. Oh, and it's that man once more. Kaku Raja. Kaku avoids the hook, under the neck, swoops it in. Makes it look so easy indeed. As I said, undoubtedly the most outstanding player of the Gold Cup Series here in the UAE this season. Kaku Raja straightens this one up. Tries to stop it out of the air. There does Yabuni, but past the mallet it goes, and through the goalpost it is. Nice little spoiling backhand play, but quickly scurrying onto that one there was Del Toro. Del Toro's played an absolute blinder today, got a little bit hot, but he played a really good game indeed. Top game, and another one popped away through there for Ghantoot. Now we are down into the Ghantoot camp. Be happy, campers. Crespo sporting his rather smart haircut. I've probably seen on Instagram and on the social media, got ambushed in the barns. So there we go. We have the full stats here. Field goals for Abu Dhabi. 7 to Ghantoot. Throw-ins 9-8, pretty even Stevens. Fouls on the button it is 10-10. 1 yellow card to Abu Dhabi. And unfortunately for Ghantoot, penalties 3 for 5 and 3 for 5. So it's good to see the majority of goals being scored by field goals. The more we see, the merrier it is. So there are stats here. There have been quite a few behinds, but the guys did a great job here this afternoon, and thank you very much indeed to Polo Line, of course, and to all the people at Ghantoot. We will be back with you in about 30 minutes' time, 25 to 30 minutes' time, for our second match here this afternoon, which will be Yas Holdings versus Habtor. Thank you very much for tuning in, and thank you once again from Polo Line at Ghantoot Racing and Polo Club, Abu Dhabi.